Warning: due to the adult nature of this topic, if you have little ears around, you might want to put your headphones on as you listen to this episode.
Did you know you can spice up your love life naturally? Did you know there are natural ways to enhance your libido? And did you know aromatherapy really can awaken sensuality, desire, and boost your sex drive? Well, get ready, because these questions and more will be answered in this episode. Welcome to the Sparkling Life Coach podcast. Welcome, Sparkling One. In today's episode, we're diving into a topic that's sure to add a sprinkle of passion and romance to your world. This discussion is about how to naturally spice up your love life and how you can use aromatherapy as an aphrodisiac. We're delving into the enchanting world of essential oils and their remarkable ability to ignite those romantic flames. So I'm thrilled you've joined us on this journey towards a more vibrant, enriched life as we explore holistic wellness and natural ways to enhance intimacy and connection. And I'm excited because you'll also get to hear from one of the support leaders on our team, Liz Roman. She's a certified essential oil specialist and a wellness advocate. You know, our team holds monthly wellness webinars for our community. So the format of this episode is going to be a little different because I thought I'd share some clips from our recent Sparkle Session event. We hope by the end, you'll discover the incredible potency of essential oils. These pure plant-based extracts have the power to evoke emotions, create ambiance, and enhance connection in ways you might never have imagined. But before we unravel this aromatic treasure trove, grab a cozy seat, perhaps some bonbons, and let's embark together on this aromatic adventure. Picture this: a serene evening with soft candlelight, soothing music, and the subtle fragrance of essential oils in the air. But these essential oils aren't just about pleasant scent. They can actually stimulate emotions and desire. I find it fascinating that essential oils offer a holistic approach to enhancing our emotional, physical, and romantic wellness. The essential oils we'll be referring to in this episode are doTERRA essential oils, as this is our favorite essential oil supplier due to their purity standards. If you haven't subscribed to the Sparkling Life Coach podcast yet, and you haven't heard or watched episode 2, and you're new to essential oils, I highly recommend it. It's titled Essential Oils Made Easy, so I'll make sure to link it in the show notes. So let's listen in while Liz elaborates on how and why these essential oils work so well.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. As Denise said, we're going to talk a little bit about romance. So let's get started. Hopefully, most of us are familiar with essential oils. So today's topic, we're going to outline how we're going to use essential oils to enhance our romance, our relationships, our moods. And we're going to break it down a little bit to see the properties of the oils that we're going to be using and which are more popular and how they can help us in our intimacy. So let's talk a little bit about our libido. As partners, sometimes you are not in the mood or you are trying to get excited. So essential oils can help us, and they be a big part of that with the aromas, with the touch and the sensuality of it. And so sometimes we might not be in a mood, but it's not because we're not interested, but because of stresses of everyday life. and that can cause havoc on our body and our systems. So essential oils can actually address that and reducing the stress and bringing a little bit motivation into your life. Also, you have to have a balanced view because these essential oils are pretty strong and you don't want to be using them all the time because they can affect you, but it's a balanced view and you don't always want to be excited all the time because you need to relax also, So let's talk about some of the oils we can use and how they affect it. So one component that everybody is familiar with is the scent. You take a bouquet of flowers, roses, very popular, and you just take a whiff of them and it just kind of relaxes you, puts you in this whole completely different mood. So that is the olfactory system working with our lymphatic system, going into our brain and just relaxing our whole body. So essential oils are the components of the flowers or whatever product it might be. It can be the bark, it can be the seeds, but they are a concentrated form of that aroma, of that olfactory sense. And so you have to be careful when you use them because they are pretty powerful. You can't compare like the rose essential oil to the flower because it's like 100 times more powerful, but it's really, really strong. So use it carefully. You want to also dilute it because some of these oils are hot and you don't want to be just like smelling them because they can affect your sinuses or even the skin. It can irritate your skin. So you want to be very careful and you might want to dilute some of them.
That's wise advice, right? It's crucial to approach essential oils with care and respect for their potency. As Liz mentioned, and it's worth repeating, it's important to remember that essential oils are highly concentrated, potent, and a little goes a long way. So proper dilution and caution are essential to avoid adverse reactions. If you have sensitive skin, use a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil to cut the potency of pure essential oils. While you can apply some essential oils directly to your skin without a carrier oil, be sure that it's safe first. When in doubt, just use a carrier oil. And be careful about where you use those oils. Keep the mixture away from your eyes and other sensitive areas, if you get my drift. We want to enjoy the benefits without any harm. You also want to keep essential oils stored in a dark, dry place to keep them at their most powerful. Oils can stain clothing, towels, and furniture, so be careful. And most important, please remember that this information is for educational purposes only. This does not constitute medical advice or diagnosis, and is definitely not a substitute. If you have an issue that is seriously disrupting your love life, please speak to a medical professional. I also thought it was interesting how Liz mentioned that essential oils can play a significant role in igniting passion and desire and elevate our romance, our relationship, and our mood. And she also mentioned how they can help reduce stress and bring motivation into our lives, which, as you well know, is crucial for intimacy. Now, let's listen in as she shares a little bit more about the history of essential oils.
So aromas have been used for centuries. Essential oils have been around for centuries. This is nothing new. It might be in our modern society because like a couple of years ago, they were saying it's taboo. You shouldn't be using this. But there have been records in ancient Egypt of using essential oils. The Bible has sections where it says they use such essential oils for anointing. They use them for perfumes. They use them for scents. So they've been around for centuries, thousands of years. This is nothing new. Modern society, because of medicine, kind of like put them to the side, to the back burner. But now going back into that natural medicine, natural remedies, we're bringing them back into life. They've been used for centuries. They've been documented. They're effective. So let's get back to using natural stuff.
I love that she encourages us to get back to the natural elixirs that have been used for centuries and that still work. They've stood the test of time, right? Next, let's listen in as Liz shares the power of scent. And she's going to break down a list of a dozen essential oils known for their romantic properties and how they can be used to enhance romance, intimacy, and excitement in a romantic setting.
So one that we're going to talk about, the first one is black pepper. Black pepper, like I mentioned, these are one of the hot ones. It's a spicy one. This one's known to help the circulatory system. It stimulates your appetite, both literally and sexually. And so like I said, this one's pretty strong, so you might want to use it, dilute it, and use it with other essential oils. This one is has that deep to depth tone, so that you might put a floral, you might put a different one, combine it to kind of mellow it out. Because, when you cook with black pepper, and it makes your sinuses sneeze sometimes because that's how strong it is. So you have to be careful with a lot of these oils. You want to use small portions and you want to mix them with other oils. This one is pretty good if you use it with rose, with jasmine, or ylang ylang. These are nice combinations. All right. So another one that is pretty exotic is Hawaiian sandalwood. And if you're looking at on the doTERRA website, it's called ilahi. They've renamed it to its original Hawaiian language. So this one has a sweet, woody, exotic scent, and it enhances your physical sensuality, and it makes your sexuality more liberated. It's considered a restorative essential oil and induces a state of calmness and serenity, and it also relieves nervous tension. So it promotes that openness, that emotional openness when you use it. The next one we'll talk about is jasmine. Jasmine enhances the mood and your energy, has a sweet, rich scent, and it works especially good with women. It has like a sultry smell, and it's highly influential when you have sexual troubles. So you can use this one to kind of release some of the tension, release some of those anxieties. You can use this in a diffuser as well. You can add a couple of drops to a massage oil, and so it'll lighten up that mood and kind of make you a little happier. Patchouli is another one. This one's not very common nowadays, but like maybe the 70s, this was very popular. And actually, this is one of my favorite ones. Other people don't like patchouli, and I actually like it. This one was, like I said, controversial during the 60s. It has a woodsy, musky smell, but it improves your spirit and your balance. And in small amounts, it has like a earthy undertone. So again, you can mix these with other oils and just kind of bring out the, once you find something that you like, you just kind of add it and play with it, and you can get a nice formula that you can use for yourself or for your partner. All right, peppermint. We know about peppermint. This one is one that gives you clarity. It gives you refreshment. It invigorates you. So this one has like a tingly, cooling sensation. So you could pair it with a black pepper. This is a really good one because that black pepper brings in that heat. So it kind of intensifies that cooling sensation, that tingling sensation. Then, as I mentioned earlier, roses. The roses, that's like basically the first thing you think about when you're in love. They'll bring you a dozen roses or something. So that rose scent is so powerful and it's so distinct. Like we know it right away. This one, you can mix this one with anything as well. The black pepper is pretty good. The rose helps support like your good heart emotionally and physically. And it helps with your circulatory system. It's uplifting, and it's also very good like for mist. You put a little bit of spritz and you just spritz it around in your room and in your pillow and your bed, and it just kind of gives you that uplifting mood. And the massage oil, you put a couple of drops with a massage oil in your hands, rub it on your hands and your back of your neck and your shoulders, and you're good to go. All right, bergamot, this one is made from citruses, and it complements a lot of the other oils. Like this one's really good for undertones when you want to put in some of the stronger oils. This one kind of brings up that uplifting scent, just kind of, perks it up a little bit. So this one, like I said, it uses the rings of the orange, and it's been used for centuries. It's a slightly sweet aroma, and it has the components of increasing the amino acids in your brain when you're breathing it in and when you're applying it. It heightens your sexual hormones and increases libido in both men and women. It also has like a softening, more intense when you use it with the ylang ylang, and it can complement the lower key scents like jasmine, the coriander, rose, lavender, or on its own, it's got a nice tone. So it's one that you can use with other essential oils to accent the other oils. All right. So doTERRA has one that's called Passion. It's this oil blend. And this one is used to inspire. It has the undertones of jasmine, cinnamon, vanilla, ginger, and it create a warm scent. It just kind of perks up a little bit your mood, but it's like in the soft, warming fashion, not something that's gonna like overly happy. So it's a good one to use in your post points before getting ready for your evening. And it just helps rekindle those feelings of excitement, and it kind of prepares you to push the boundaries in your love life. Here's the ylang ylang. This is the one that's considered the aphrodisiac, and increases your libido. It energizes, it intensifies, and it's good for sexual experimentation. It's in the floral line of the essential oils, and it encourages attraction and supports your circulatory system. This one can also be very strong, very powerful. So you just want to make sure you don't use too much of it, because if you use a lot, it can actually cause with some people a headache. This one is used a lot with blends. When you use it with blends, it has a very nice undertone. Ginger is one that I use a lot, and this one has a sweet, warm scent, and it's kind of like huddling up. When you think about gingerbread cookies, you think about ginger tea. It just kind of gives you that warm, loving feeling. So this one increases that openness, and it increases the circulatory system. Clary Sage is considered one of the women's blend. It's an aphrodisiac one, and it helps with our hormonal balance. It boosts our mood, and it elevates us when we're kind of depressed, down. It just kind of gives us that lift. It has a deep, sweet, nutty scent, and so it helps calms and lessens inhibitions, and it boosts our sexual desire. And then lavender. Lavender, a very common one, very basic one that everybody knows about. This one is used to help you relax, to help to go to sleep, but it can also enhance feelings of sensuality. So it increases your alpha waves in the back of your brain, and it helps to ease the anxiety and put inhibitions aside. In one study, it was found that lavender was the scent that enhanced men's sexual arousal when it was combined with pumpkin pie. So if you think of pumpkin pie, go the cinnamon bark. So that's what I said. Cinnamon bark is a good one to combine with all these other ones.
Wow, right? Whoever would have thought that a combination of lavender and pumpkin pie would serve as an aphrodisiac for men? I guess it's true what they say, that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Well, it's fascinating how these oils can evoke such profound emotions and sensations, and how they can help us unlock intimacy. These essential oils are truly enchanting. Lastly, Liz is going to go over some of the most popular ways to use these oils and how to incorporate them into our daily routines for maximum impact during our most intimate moments. And she'll also give us some simple recipes.
So, like I mentioned, there's different ways of doing the essential oils. We talked about the touch. We talked about the massage, but we can also diffuse it. There's another way. We can take a quarter cup of water, quarter cup of vodka, and add 20 drops, and you just put it in a little glass cup with the wooden sticks, the little reeds, and just let it naturally absorb and diffuse through the house. Or for most of us, we have diffusers. Simply just put it in a diffuser. You'd be done with it. So here's a recipe, one that I mentioned earlier, but this is a different one. You can use 6 drops of sandalwood, 4 drops of ylang-ylang, 3 drops of geranium, put it in 2 ounces of water, and you spritz it around the house or the linens and your pillows, and you just kind of set the mood for the rest of the evening. I mentioned massage oils right here. Aroma Touch is a really good one. The blue just kind of get that tension and relieve those muscles and get you started to relax. And these are hot oils. So you might use the carrier oil to make sure that you don't have that sensitivity. But these oils are already penetrating and they'll get into your blood system really quickly and circulatory system. So get you going right away. Another one is a bath. You can put these in the bath. Take a couple of drops, put it in the warm water, and for an extra boost, you can add some petals, you could add some Epsom salt, and let them soak into your body. And just kind of get you relaxed and ready for your next step. And so we talked about a lot of these oils. Some of them are hot, some of them are florals. Combining them, it's a great way, using the fractionator oil to soothe and just help your skin absorb it a lot better. And recommend that if you're going to use a massage oil, just kind of put it in a glass bottle, because when usually I use a massage oil blend, which will give you a couple of recipes a little later on. That way you can have it stored and just use it as you need it. But you want to keep it in a glass container because you don't want the plastic to be melting and deteriorating and getting the plastic or some micro components in your essential oils. Just want nice pure oil. So just kind of keep it in a glass container or a stainless steel container. But you can make these recipes ahead of time and just have them there ready to go when you need them.
The intriguing thing I find about these oils is their ability to evoke memories and trigger emotions. Imagine diffusing a blend of these oils during a romantic dinner or adding a drop or two to a sensuous massage. It's not just about the fragrance. It's about creating an atmosphere that stirs the soul and fosters intimacy. Interestingly, a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Plants Research found that certain essential oils can indeed impact mood and arousal. For instance, as Liz mentioned, the scent of lavender has been shown to increase feelings of relaxation and comfort, setting the stage for a more intimate connection. So just as a little review of some of the oils Liz mentioned, she included black pepper, which is going to add zest and liveliness to your love life. It warms up and soothes. It strengthens and penetrates and can renew the flame of passion and can be used topically as well as aromatically. She also mentioned cinnamon bark. That's going to help re-enlight your fire. It's going to boost your sexual drive and slowly and seductively spread warmth throughout your entire body. This would also be a good one to use as a base because it's going to balance out the other essential oils that it blends with, such as some of the floral. Also, liahi, which is the Hawaiian sandalwood, helps open up your emotions. It increases your sexuality. And of course, ylang-ylang, this one is considered the aphrodisiac. It's going to increase your sexuality, the desire, and it boosts your attractiveness to your lover. It opens up your emotions and encourages you to be more sensual and more erotic in your experience, as well as increase your libido. And we learned about how easy it is to create your own custom blends. Experimenting with different combinations of oils can be a delightful journey of self-discovery and intimacy building with your partner. It's like concocting your own love potion. And to help you with this, Sparkling One, as a thank you for joining us on this episode, I'm including a special gift. Don't forget to check out the show notes for a link to my ebook that includes several recipes, including some special massage oil recipes, as well as a roller bottle recipe for a Love is in the Air perfume. This was just fantastic, wasn't it? It's empowering to know that we have natural options to enhance our love lives. Essential oils offer a holistic approach to wellness, and it's a joy to explore their potential for enhancing romance, intimacy, and connection. Remember, it's all about balance and enjoying the journey. Balance is key in all aspects of life, right? Thanks again to Liz for all her insights. So, what do you think, Sparkling One? Are you ready to dive into the ancient art of using aromatherapy to awaken sensuality, desire, and enhance your love life? Let me know. Let's continue the discussion on the podcast Facebook group. As we wrap up today's episode, I want you to remember that essential oils are not just tools, they're companions on your quest for a more fulfilling, passionate life. Embrace them with an open heart, experiment, and most importantly, have fun as you ignite desire, spice up your romance, and continue to explore the beauty of natural wellness. Well, Sparkling One, I hope this episode has sparked a newfound curiosity and excitement for using essential oils to elevate your romantic experiences. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our podcast for more engaging discussions on holistic living. Until next time, keep spreading love, light, and of course, those intoxicating aromas. Sparkle on, and don't forget to sprinkle a little sparkle everywhere you go. Ciao.